What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So listen, we are back for another What It Is Extra. Y'all didn't get one last weekend because I just didn't feel like it. Okay, and truth be told, I actually forget. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I actually forget, but at the same time, I forget because I was tired. I was tired and I just had to chill out before I had to do Love in Huntsville because at one point I didn't even want to do that video yet last Saturday. But I said, you know what? Girl, what's going on? Oh, okay. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? Girl, no, I was just like, go ahead and do it. But we are here, okay? We are here and we are queer. No, let me stop. Okay, that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Anyway, moving on from that. So hopefully the rest of your week and your weekend has been going well. I pray that it has. Baby, it is almost October. Like literally in a couple of weeks or a week and a half, September will be over with, okay? We will be in October. And I know fall is supposed to be here or coming, but baby, why is it that it's at the end of summer and the heat index is going up? I don't like that, okay? It's supposed to be going down. I am ready for the cool weather to come through, okay? I need to put my joggers on. I need to put my hoodie on. I need to just go out here and just sit in the cold, okay? That's what I need. I need my body temperature to go down. I don't like this heat right about now, okay? But y'all tell me how y'all doing. And let's just get up into this video. First of all, I am not talking about the big thing that's been going on. Girl, I'm tired of it already, okay? The Nicki situation, it has gotten out of hand. I just want people to let it go. And I know it's like you got to address something, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, I feel like people are dragging it out, okay? We get it. She shouldn't have put it out there, whether she was joking or not. People latch on to your word or whatever. And the fact that people are going to the extent of trying to actually contact this person, contact that person, and then using it for, you know, their own propaganda and their own agenda, as y'all say, you know, it's gotten ridiculous. They're dragging it out at this point. And truth be told, given that I understand that she got a big platform, but I want the way that they're doing this whole thing to do that to every other celebrity that has done this. How they did this to like a white celebrity, and I ain't even trying to do that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to think of like somebody big on her caliber, had they done that to. And I ain't talking about the former president or whatever, but I'm talking about like celebrity, you know, celebrity. Because at this point, like I said, it's ridiculous to like, and I will always say it should never been put out there in the first place because yeah, it should never been put out there in the first place to avoid all of this. Sometimes we think things, but we don't necessarily have to tweet. We don't necessarily have to say it. We should just keep on thinking it because we don't think the long term instead of the short term. And I'm pretty sure nobody thought that this was going to spiral out of control as the way that it is. Okay. Let it go. Let it go. All right. People going to think whatever the hell it is that they going to think. And I want Mr. Tank, your albums just came out. You should have just be worrying about that. That's what you should be worrying about, okay? You putting out some false information and everything, and I know you want to be in support of Nicki or whatever, and that's fine. That's absolutely 100% fine. But if you're going to put up something that's going to be in, you know, her favor or whatever, that's trying to support whatever she put up there, even though I feel, and you would not get me to, you know, not feel this way. I feel like that girl put that thing out there about the testicles or whatever as a fake, you know what I'm saying? As a joke or whatever. That's how I feel because no way in hell do anybody truly believe that, okay? But for you to tweet a fake article, because that's exactly what it was, from a discredited website, as if it was real, okay? Do your research. As Nicki claimed that she was going to do her research, you got money enough to do your research too before you put out, and it don't even take that much Googling to see whether or not this stuff is real or this is not real, okay? Like, at this point, I just wanted to go away. I am not judging nobody, but listen, can we just stop? Can we just stop and let people do whatever the hell it is that they want to do? And I want people to stop being so goddamn gullible. Quit saying, oh, y'all in this group thing and y'all want to go with this place or whatever. But the same people, you're in a group thing too. If that's the case by your logic, because just because you don't believe what this is, you in a group think with the people that believe the opposite. So what's the difference? Everybody's in a group think. Okay? Get over it and let people have their, feelings. If this person don't want it, let them do that. If they don't want it, just wear your mask. Okay, that's all that I say. You know what I'm saying? And stay away from people. Just be knowledgeable of people and their health and all that stuff. And just wear your mask. Okay, that's simple as put. Girl, let it the fuck go. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And I'm talking about the vaccine. Let it the fuck go, okay? I'm just tired of it. I hate the fact that this has become so politically based, so conspiracy based. The mask, the vaccine, everything. It should not be this way. It should not be this way. Like, oh my God, it's just so ridiculous. Moving on from that. Moving on. Let's get into some fun stuff a little bit. So back to the verses, a little update. Fat Joe and Lil Mo, they squashed their little differences and stuff. And I guess they had a little conversation for real this time. And, he brought her flowers and everything. She accepted it, posted it on Instagram to let everybody know that it's all cool. But outside of that situation that went on at the Versus, it was another situation that was going on at the Versus, which was the whole thing with Nelly going over there, giving Ashanti a hug and all that stuff or whatever. And y'all remember back in the day, Ashanti and Nelly used to go together. Let me tell you something. Ashanti and Nelly together, I did like them together, okay? I really did. Let me just tell y'all, listen. Ashanti and Nelly, bitch, y'all, did they have some songs together? I can't remember, but all I know is they could have did a joint album together, okay? They could have did a joint album back when they was hot, okay? And they was out here really making music or whatever. Oh my God, they could have did a joint album together. I would have been here for it because Ashanti was that girl when she came out, okay? And nobody can deny that. You know what I'm saying? Nelly was that nigga when he came out. He was in his own lane, had that country grammar, gave that St. Louis talk or whatever, that little country twang and all that Midwestern country twang and everything. He was doing it big, okay? And he's still getting promo and money and royalties off of these songs or whatever that they've been using in commercials and all that stuff. They would have been a cute little couple, for real, for real. I'm pretty sure it was Nelly that fucked that up, but hey, I'm just going to assume. But anyway, I liked him and her as a better fit than him and Miss Jackson. Even though Miss Jackson seemed like his age or whatever. But some reason when I think of Ashanti and Nelly, I still think of like I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like they just give me youthfulness in their oldness. Because Ashanti is older than me, bitch. And I said, girl, you look good. You look good for whatever age you is. I don't give a damn. Y'all know I like older people. But anyway. So he went over there, gave her a hug, and people was like, oh my God, is they finna get back together? Because I guess it was another video that was coming out. And I think he was in a club or something, and this was after the Versus. And, I guess he was talking about, trying to get back with her. Not necessarily get back with her, but, talking about the whole situation. And basically, they said that, I guess, they didn't want, or at least Nelly didn't want things to be uncomfortable. The fact that he was up on the stage and not say nothing to her, whatever, given the fact that they had history. And so that's why he went over there and, hugged her or whatever. She said it was a little awkwardness or whatever, but it was cool. And as far as them trying to get back together, no, Ashanti claims that she got a man. Baby, keep him secret, okay? We don't need to know. We want your relationship to flourish, okay? As soon as they go public, that's when shit starts to happen, all right? Next thing you know, this is my man, and then next week, we are no longer together. I just want to... Listen. It baffles me with some of these so-called celebrities, especially the ones that's always posted on the Shade Room or these blogs or whatever. And I call them so-called celebrities because they may be celebrities or a certain type of list of celebrities in your eyes, but in my eyes, they're nobody. And it just so crazy how they can be in a relationship, and I'm going to put a quote, a relationship, and go claiming this person, claiming them, putting them all on their Instagram or whatever. This my bae. And then 2 weeks later, they're over. And then 2 weeks after that, they're in a whole new relationship in love. And then the cycle keeps continuing. I'm like, damn, how do y'all jump into relationship after relationship after relationship? Bitch, that ain't me. That's how I know that shit ain't real and y'all doing that shit for images and stuff. But, yeah, that was what that's going on with that. Moving on from that. Another update, when I told y'all about that TV show that they was trying to have, the competition show called The Activists, where they was competing to give these people these, money or whatever and to go to the summit, whatever, the summit, okay, to talk about their, activist ideas for the environment and world issues and stuff like that. Girl, whatever, activism with Usher, Priyanka Chopra, and I think it was Julianne Hough or whatever. They canceled that shit. CBS said no, okay, because we said no. The show hadn't even came on yet, and they had already canceled it because of the backlash. It didn't make sense. You don't put activism as a freaking competition. We already knew that shit wasn't gonna fly. But anyway, moving on from that. Remember Arkansas Mo, okay? So at the height of the pandemic, and when we was doing the shutdowns or whatever, when the country shut down, they were giving out PPP loans or PPE loans and for businesses and people that needed to pay their employees and keep their business afloat during the shutdown or whatever. And there was a lot of fraudulent activities that was going on. A lot of fraudulent activities. We knew at least 2 people got caught up in these fraudulent activities because they literally thought that they was going to defraud the government and get away with it, okay? You do not play with the government. They will come after your ass, all right? They may not come today, but bitch, they gonna come eventually, all right? Do not play with them peoples, okay? And so, because we think that we can get away with stuff and we so smooth with it, let's go ahead and get along, and then we get caught. That's exactly what happened to Baby Blue. Whoa, okay. He did that, made up fake businesses. Now he's facing jail time or waiting to go to trial, waiting sentence to get jail, because I'm pretty sure he's going to jail. And the main one that we know about was Arkansas Mo, a.k.a. Maurice Fame, okay? If you don't know him or that name don't ring a bell, that is Carly Red's from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta ex-husband, okay? Basically what wound up happening is Sir took out I think it was like over $3 million loan. He used part of the money to set up a business. He used some of it, basically trying to say that he had like 100 some employees that he needed to pay and to keep his businesses afloat or whatever. Truth be told, he didn't, okay? He probably had a couple of employees, but what he really used the money on, he used girl, I'm trying to get the exact amount. Baby, it was basically a Ponzi scheme, okay? He used the money on child support. I think it's like $40,000 or something like that on back child support. Truth be told, if you gonna get and come across a big lump sum, pay your debt off, okay? And so I really wasn't mad at the fact that he paid off the child support, but at the same time, it really wasn't his money, okay? What I was mad about, he went and got jury. Why do niggas always gotta get jury? What is jury gonna do? Like, I get that, I guess it's supposed to be a status or whatever, but I don't know. I just don't get it, because all that diamond stuff and, spending all this money on these diamonds and shit like that, what is it gonna do for me? Like, I don't know. Like, give me a couple. If I do get some money, I'm damn sure gonna give me some diamond studs, okay? I'm gonna give me some diamond studs for my ears, okay? And maybe a little chain. And when I say a little chain, it's not gonna be a thick chain or whatever, because I'm not even a jewelry type of person like that. And if I do, I'm very inconspicuous with it. If I said the word right, don't judge me if I didn't. But, it's gonna be a little thin thing or whatever. Not too thin, but not too thick. And I'm gonna just have it right there on certain occasions. That's it, to make the outfit pop. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta go step out, I need to step out, okay? I don't even wear watches like that, so I don't get that gaudy shit. Bitch, Lil Baby got his shit ripped off, okay? Let me tell you something. That watch that he got, spent $400,000 for, and then that Instagram account came through and said, bitch, you got a fake watch. That ain't even had a shit made. When they showed that close-up of that watch, I said, first of all, the shit looked cheap as fuck. One of the dials for the numbers on the hand, it just didn't on the face of the clock. I said, it looked like it's chipped or something. And you didn't see this at the shop that gave you this? What? I said, first of all, that's the color that you would have got. I would have got something else, because it just looked dull and dingy and just, y'all spend y'all money on anything when y'all get it. And I guess y'all think say that you made it. But I ain't finna be buying all these jewelries or whatever, because it just look gaudy and it just don't. I buy my girl something or whatever. But me, personally, I don't even like wearing rings like that. The only ring that'll be on this finger is a wedding ring an engagement ring. That's what I should have said. I said it's an engagement ring. Cause listen, we don't know about the wedding, but I put the get. No, let me stop. Engagement slash wedding ring. That's the only thing that be on these fingers. I can't do that. But niggas want to get that, and of course they want to get some cars. You're spending the money all on this, and I'm pretty sure you're leaving a paper trail. You're leaving a paper trail, and I'm pretty sure that's probably how he got caught, wire fraud and all of that. So now he got sentenced to 17 years and 6 months in federal prison. Baby, you are doing federal time. So he's doing most of that time, okay, if not all. I said, damn, with him getting 17.6 years, I wonder how many years Baby Blue gonna get, because he gonna get something, okay? And he messed it up because they supposed to be going on tour. Bitch, they supposed to be here next month. The Millennium Tour, I don't even know if I'm still gonna go. At this point, I'm scary to be around a whole bunch of people like that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, with these variants and everything coming out, girl, I don't even know. But people just be messing up their own shit. And this is what you gotta do. If you thinking about committing fraud, please don't. Okay, we see all these different cases of what people doing. We got in the media, people trying to, do these little ins and outs and thinking that they're not going to get caught. And then y'all want to get famous or whatever and still be doing the stuff and put yourself in the spotlight and get caught. Why do that? Stay away, okay? Stay under the radar, But, hey, it is what it is. I know Carly glad she got that out her system, okay? Moving on from that, Wendy Williams. So Wendy Williams, at this point, I feel like Mama just needs to retire. Mama just needs to retire and to sit down and rest and let her body heal and focus on her health at this point. Because I feel like it's already pressure doing what she does, and it's not talking about the gossiping and all that stuff. I'm talking about running the empire that she has, okay, running the business that she has. For anybody who's running their own show or who got a staff and doing their own thing, and they've been doing it for years and years and years and years and years, that's a lot when you got to keep on churning out the same level of success, the same level of product and all that stuff. That is a lot of pressure. That's a lot of stress and everything to get through, and you going through health problems. You keep on constantly people speculating whether or not you're doing this, whether or not you're back on this, or what's going on. Then last week, or I should say earlier this week, we found out that she had Miss Girl, and now they saying that she voluntarily or involuntarily put herself in the hospital to do a psych evaluation or something like that. And I'm just like, wow, what is really going on with Wendy? Wendy just needs to sit out, retire at this point, and just enjoy the rest of your days, the rest of your years, I should say, that you got stress-free, because she's been working a long time. Regardless of how you may feel about that lady, because I probably feel the same way, she been working and doing it big for a long time. We have to give her credit and props on that. Ever since her radio days till now, that is a success story in its own. But look at the toll that it's had. You know what I'm saying? With the personal, with the business, everything. It's just a lot. Girl, go ahead and retire and just chill out, okay? Just chill out. That's all that I want. Anyway, moving on from that. T.I. and Tiny. T.I. and Tiny live to see another day free from behind bars. So the case came out, just a refresher. Remember the allegations that came out against Tiny and T.I. about, sexual misconduct, sexual assault, drugging, and things like that happened over the past decade or so. From the state of California, from Atlanta, from Florida, I believe. Just all over. Okay, women were telling stories about how they either met them and then they were drugged with water bottles that they thinking that was just plain water, but obviously after a while that it wasn't, and they were sexually assaulted against their will and all of this stuff. One girl said somebody put a toe up their puss, and I said, wait a minute. It ain't funny, but you know what I'm saying? The situation ain't funny, but I just never heard nobody toe fuck somebody, but hey, kinks, okay? And all of this spurred because of some girl named Sabrina Peterson, who was a former friend of Tiny and T.I., or mostly Tiny, who had a falling out with the couple. And all of a sudden came out when I guess Keisha Lance Bottoms was saying something nice about T.I. when it comes to women and something like that. And next thing you know, she was like, this is who you look up to. This is the man who put a gun to my head right in front of my kids, okay? And I was like, oh, from that moment on, she just went on and on and on. And all of a sudden, these allegations from many girls that she claims came out. They say that there were lawyers that was involved. And one lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, I think that's his name was, or Blackman or whatever. He had like 11, representing 11 people and all this stuff. And we haven't heard nothing about him since, okay? Or these people, or I should say these women, these alleged victims. And it's all alleged because nothing has been proven. At this point, I have to say that nothing has been proven. Nobody has shown proof. And, I know a couple of people have filed reports, but unfortunately, at least with one, they are escaping, prosecution and going to trial or whatever was dropped because the statutes of limitation has, expanded, or I should say dried up. They passed the statutes of limitation. It says that prosecutors in California have decided not to charge the rapper and his wife in the case not within the 10-year statute of limitations since the incident happened 16 years ago. The victim took the matter to the police earlier this year in 2021, claiming that she had met T.I. and Tiny at a club and they tried to drug her and assault her. The Las Vegas people also decided not to pursue the allegations against them because they didn't say why, but they also, statutes of limitations too. That's what it is. In California, in Las Vegas, the statute of limitations ran out, and so therefore they are not being charged with anything on that. But I don't know about anything happening in Atlanta or wherever else city that's happening. These crimes allegedly happened at. And this does not mean that they are innocent. It just means that they can't be charged because the statute of limitation, the time limit for you to come forward and say something has ran out. And so, they live to be free again. But at the end of the day, their reputation has already been damaged to a certain degree because nobody wants this type of allegation on their record. Nobody wants that type of allegation, okay? Because now that's what gonna come up when people Google you, when people talk about you, especially later on in your career and everything. They're not gonna talk about when they first say, oh, T.I., he did this type of music, he was in ATL, he was in this. No, the first thing they're gonna say is, oh yeah, he had the most recent thing about him was he had them criminal charges or whatever, allegations brought up against him by people or whatever. But the thing is, in that case, as I said before, there have literally been no evidence that came out, I don't believe, okay? So it is what it is with that. Do I believe that them women were telling the truth? I believe most of them. Now, I ain't gonna say most of them. I believe some of them. I believe some of that happened. But we can't prove it. So I'm gonna leave it alone. That ain't none of my business anymore. And listen, what's done in the dark is gonna come to light. Something's gonna happen. If it's meant to come to the light and they meant to get caught on something, something's gonna happen. And I'm not here, saying that I'm wanting it to happen. I'm just saying it's out of my hands. It ain't my business. But watch what you do, okay? They need to be on their P's and Q's all this time now, okay? All this time because y'all skated free now, okay? Moving on from that, this whole situation with this girl, Nikita Dragon or something like that, I've seen her name before. I do know that she is a transgender woman, trans woman. When I seen some of the things, when this situation popped up, every time I've ever heard of her name, like I never dug deep into her because I just never felt the fascination or wanted to know or whatever. But every time I've ever seen her name being mentioned, it's always with some negative stuff. It's always been with some negative stuff. And my whole thing is, if you're not out here showing that you're talented or you're doing something that's truly, truly popping, I'm not going to be interested in you to look enough into your whole life or whatever. But because, sorry. Allegedly, she does has this song out, I guess, called Dick or whatever. And I guess she want to be like the first trans woman pop star, whatever this dish that she's going on with. And she put this video out, and if she could have kept it from the snippets and shit. I'm not gonna give her a view. I saw what I saw on the blogs. You know, she was disrespectful to trans women leaders, pioneers or whatever. She was, you know, putting the word dick over people pictures and stuff like that. And I don't take that as if she's trying to call certain people a dick or whatever, or out misgender them or whatever, but it was still disrespectful. Okay, why are you doing this? What is the point? You know, you saying that most of these girls wore the stuff that you wore already, and it's like, okay, whatever. So you got Asian doll that's getting upset, and regardless of it, I like the fact that Asian doll, you know, was misgendering her on purpose just to make a point. And I get that you felt disrespected or whatever, but there is so much other stuff that I've seen that you can go in on that girl with. Misgendering somebody is just a lazy, lame ass read for me, and you will never get any credit. I don't care. And if that girl misgendered her, she trash as fuck too, okay? She trash as hell too. I'm not here for neither one, okay? For that. But at this point, the other backlash that she getting, she very much deserves, okay? Because she's nothing but a shit starter from what I can see, and a clout chaser, all right? Also, within that video, she basically put out there, tried to imply that, or made it seem like, you know, she's implying that, you know, her and Tyga had something going on or whatever, or Tyga the rapper slid up into her DMs or something like that and offered his number or whatever. And that's not even what was the situation. Tyga said, I think his company or whatever did the video or something for her, and the video never came out. So that's what it was. It was a business thing. And then, you know, she want to come out and say, y'all always want to sexualize trans people, trans women. Nobody ever said that I had anything going on with Tyga or whatever. That's what you put up in the video. You implied that, bitch. Okay, so don't even try it. And you make it so hard. See, I hate when shit like this happen, because I'm here for my trans people. All right, I love them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always rooting for the underdogs that don't get no respect, and people always coming after them. And coming after trans people, that seems like an easy target, okay? And I just hate the fact that people go so hard or just be so disrespectful to them, and they just don't understand where they're coming from. I get that you don't understand sometimes, but you don't have to be disrespectful and just be downright dirty and disgusting to them, all right? But you, bitch, a bitch like this, make it hard for people to want to come to the side and be like, yeah, I'm all the way supporting, because you got Grammy bitches like this, okay? Like, why would you do that? That's like you trying to out this man or whatever, and then you got, girl, it's just disgusting. It's ridiculous. I don't like outing people. I don't like exposing people and their sexuality, no matter what situation it is. I don't like that shit, because, you know, it's just not right. It's just not right. Especially when they quiet and they not doing nothing. Tyga ain't been bothering nobody. Why put his name up in this whole situation? That's the one that you show. Okay, you did that for a reason. And then you mad at the reason, the fact that we going off because you feel that people sexual. You did that shit yourself, all right? You did that shit yourself, and you really thought that this song was going to pop or give you something or whatever. And, you know, you got people coming at you, and then you up here talking about some trans women are better than real women or something like that she said. And I'm sitting here like, what? A lot of this stuff comes from trans women, and a lot of this and I'm sitting here like, what? And at this point, I feel like she was just saying that shit just to stir some shit up or whatever. And I'm like, don't be disrespectful. See, this is you're trying to get respect, but yet you out here being disrespectful as hell. And you wonder why people coming at you like that, okay? And at this point, even though I don't like it, that's why the girl came and misgendered your ass, okay? Because you're being disrespectful. You're being rude to fucking women, as all us women, trans and everybody. You're being rude as shit to us. saying some dumb shit like that. Okay, like girl, you and you got a nasty background. You got a nasty negative background, and you just that girl needs help, all right? She's one of those people that I'm seeing that thrives off of any type of controversy, any type of attention. It don't have to be good, it don't have to be negative, whatever it is that she can get her name out there and people talking like we're doing right now. She thrives off of it. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing, and it's crazy. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Big ups to Sweetie, okay? Because listen, Mama may not can rap worth a damn, okay? But Mama been out here getting endorsement deal after endorsement deal after endorsement deal. Mama went and got the Big Mac Sweetie deal, okay? Which ain't shit but a Big Mac and some 4 chicken nugget tenders. That's it, okay? I ain't never got none. I wanted to Quavo's sister by him, by her, about her sweetie meal, okay? And if you understood that, you understood that, bitch. But she got that. Then she got the little deal with MAC Cosmetic. Now she got a little deal with Crocs and Ranch Valley or Valley Ranch dressing and all this stuff. I said, you know what? I can't hate on that. I cannot hate on that. Girl, go ahead and get your shit, okay? Just be a pretty face. That's all that you need, because the rapping... Anyway, moving on from that. Lil Nas X album came out, okay? Lil Nas X album came out on Friday. Today is Saturday, so that was yesterday. Okay. I listened to it a couple of times, 3 times. I'm going to just be honest. I listened to it when it came out that Thursday night. I listened to it Friday on my way to work, and I listened to it today as well. I had to listen to it that many times to really understand and see if my ears was really playing games with me. Y'all know I go up for Lil Nas X. And most of the reason why I go up for him is because, once again, he's somewhat of an underdog because people give him so much drama and so much, you know, negativity or whatever because he is this black young gay man. Because he's gay, okay? He's a black gay man and, you know, he does troll a lot. So, and I don't like the negativity that he gets because of him being him, okay? So that instantly draws me to him. It instantly makes me want to, you know, be a supporter of him because I can just see that it's innocent fun for him. You know what I'm saying? He's not really trying to hurt anybody. He's just trying to live and do him. And I even said on Wednesday when I did my video, now what if this album come out after all of this shit and it ain't worth a damn? I would have got on here and said that too. I still would have been a supporter and a fan, and I still would have said, the shit ain't hitting like it's supposed to with all this bullshit that he been doing. It ain't hitting like that, okay? But baby, I had to listen to that shit a couple of times, like 3 times just to see if my ears was tricking me, okay? And I said, well, good goddamn. Bitch, it was no skips for me. It was no skips for me. I was so fucking surprised. I said, and I don't know why I was surprised that it would be actually a good album. It is a good album. Like, it is literally pop rap. That's what it is. Literally what he said on The Breakfast Club is pop rap, okay? And I was just like, that scoop, oh my God, with Doja Cat, that's my shit, all right? The one with Megan Thee Stallion, that's my shit or whatever. Okay, truth be told, the second song, Dead to Me or whatever, I love that shit. Girl, the whole album just goes. Like, it's on an emotional roller coaster. Okay, I said, wait a minute. He actually sounds nice on it. When he like harmonizing and he doing his little raps or whatever, I'm just sitting here like, I am really impressed because no lie, I wasn't expecting much. I was not expecting much. And let me just tell you this, Meek Mill, shut the hell up, okay? Talking about some, you know, the music industry got this agenda and they want to put like $50 million around, to get stuff off or whatever. And it kind of sound like because of the whole situation with Lil Nas X and, you know, all this other stuff, I don't know if he was talking about that. But if you want to talk about an agenda, baby, you could say that it's an agenda for these companies to profit off of black people and their struggles. It's an agenda for these companies to go ahead and support these artists that talk about drugs, that talk about gang violence, that talk about sex and all this stuff, and put their money behind that. Stop it. Stop it with the agenda stuff when it comes to certain people. Just stop it and just let people have their moment, okay? But if you haven't listened to Montero, that's the name of the album, go ahead and give it a listen. You might find a couple of songs on there that you like, okay? Bitch, when I tell you I was shocked. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute, because this ain't the type of music that I truly listen to like that. But oh, it was nice. It was really nice. Moving on from that, 7th Streeter came out with a new album. What is it called? Girl, Drunken Words and Sober Thoughts. I don't think I ever listened to a whole 7th Streeter project. But this was cute. It did feel like it was a little uneven or something, like it was missing something or whatever. But I listened to it multiple times. I like it. I like her voice. So check that out, you know. And I'm mad we ain't getting no like promo for that. Everybody talking about other people's shit and we ain't getting no promotion for that. Kiana Ladid, she got a new song out. Go ahead and check that out. Girl, I don't even remember what it's called, but go ahead and look on the Tidal and Spotify and all that stuff. They got all the new music on there. And if it's some other new music that came out that you would think I would be interested in, put it down in the comments. Put it down in the comments because I'm always interested in some new music. I need to discover some new artists because it's getting stale. It's getting stale. And I don't want to be stale, okay? I want to be fresh, you know what I'm saying? I want some fresh new stuff, okay? So put me some fresh stuff down in the comments if y'all got some fresh new artists that I should listen to, underground or whatever. Moving on from that, Keke Palmer, she set the thing off when she went to the Met Gala and she said that food was trash, okay? You know, the chef got up in his feelings or whatever. I didn't know he was on Top Chef Masters, okay? I got to look him up because I used to watch that, so I got to see who it was. But Keke said what she said. And when I seen that picture, I said, oh, so they feeding you bird food. They did say it was plant-based, okay? What that did to y'all stomach, knowing they gave y'all that plant-based food, knowing y'all gonna be up and out and drinking alcohol. So that means half y'all gonna be shitting by the time y'all get home or whatever. Child, girl, they looking out for y'all inside health, okay? So it is what it is. I don't even know. Like, girl, go get you a burger from In-N-Out on the way home. I don't know. Do they got that up in New York? They ain't got it out here. I just thought of it. I don't know. Okay. But hey, it is what it is. Real Housewives. Let's just talk about the Real Housewives. This is the last thing I want to talk about. The Real Housewives franchise has, I don't know what's going on with it. I really don't know. And I don't want to say that it has ran its course because that's the easiest answer to say and the easiest solution to come up with to everything that's going on. But that's what it seemed like. It's ran its course. I don't know because do y'all think that things will be going the way that they are going now had the pandemic not came through? Do you think really? Like, let's be 100% honest. Because we've seen some shows, reality shows, pick up as if the pandemic never happened. And they gone on to have good seasons and keep us involved and keep us, alert and wanting more or whatever. But it's been certain seasons or certain fractions and cities of the Real Housewives franchise that's just not working anymore. I finally looked back at the Real Housewives of New Jersey. New Jersey was cute. I'm looking forward to this new season, okay? Because everybody and their mama going against each other in this new season. I just might, talk about it on my other channel. But Real Housewives of New York. I looked at it for the first few seasons and then I fell off of it or whatever. And I came back to looking at it this last season because a black girl, a black woman, I should say, was going to be on the cast, Ebony K. Williams, okay? And if you want to, I've heard of her, but then I started getting into her because, Dustin Ross, from the Friend Zone podcast, him and her have a podcast together called Holding Court. She gives legal advice because she is a former lawyer and all this legal expertise and stuff like that. And plus they they tie it all into entertainment news and everything. So it's a really, really good podcast if you want to listen to it. My whole thing is, I got a bag. Hold on. I was about to tell y'all what I got to do. My stomach hurts so bad. Let me... Oh, flatulence. That's what it is, okay? It was flatulence, okay? I'm sucking it in. Girl, when you take that gallbladder out there, y'all ain't never lied. I'm gonna tell y'all this every time, baby. Woo! A mess. But anyway, no. She came onto the show, and I really thought that it was going to be good for the show. And I can say that part of the reason why people stopped watching the Real Housewives of New York is they really didn't have nothing this season to even do. There was barely any drama. And then I'm pretty sure some of them uppity white people or others who's not really into talking about race and, don't like to be uncomfortable or whatever, they turned away because Ebony made them uncomfortable, because Ebony put the stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? She called them out on their white fragility. She called them out on their white privilege. That's the part that I like. But also the part that I didn't like with Ebony is the fact that she tried to make a lot of things a teachable moment, as if she was teaching, and tied it all back to race all the time. And I just was like, okay, we get it. I get where you're coming from. I'm glad that you're doing it, but we don't need to do this all the time. We don't need to do this all the time. And I'm pretty sure that played a part into it. But also the main thing is no one had a real storyline on the Real Housewives of New York. Okay? This season was so forgettable. So forgettable. They're not even having a reunion at this point. I ain't never had a Housewives that we actually watched that been on for seasons never have a reunion, okay? Even the Real Housewives of Dallas, they had a reunion their last season, and they, I believe, are canceled now. Like, they canceled that whole show. They had a cast that they shaped up the cast again, and because last season they brought in another person of color, I think she was Chinese American, or was she just Chinese? I think she was born in China. Either way, Chinese descent. And then they had a Mexican lady on there, Mexican woman on there, Carrie. I think she was on there for 2 seasons, okay? And racism and, prejudiceness plagued that season. Last season and this season. Last season, the season before the past season that just went off. You had one of the cast members, saying prejudice and racist remarks to the Mexican lady, Carrie, about, just stupidity, stereotypes and everything. She got booted off the show. Okay, Leanne. Maybe if Leanne would have been on there, it would have been some mess. But then again, we don't need that type of mess. But then you get Tiffany that's on there, the Asian lady, Chinese lady, and was she Chinese? Girl, the Asian. Okay, and I'm not trying to be rude or whatever. I'm just trying to, get what I'm going to get to. She had it out with the main bitch that was on there that was so, you could tell that she's so pretty, and Cameron. I just never liked her. She's one of those hoity-toity society type of people, and I'm a well trust fund type of person. She's one of those people. I marry into a rich family type of people. My rich family has to marry another rich family and all this stuff. And the stuff that her husband and I think it was her brother or brother-in-law was doing to that Tiffany, who is a doctor, threatening her work and everything, trying to make it seem like she was the one being racist and all this stuff when they were being racist towards her. And it was just a lot. And it's like, instead of addressing this in the next season, y'all cancel the show. Instead of addressing the, things that were being said that had racial undertones and overtones in the Real Housewives of New York, y'all decide to cancel the reunion. That don't make sense to me, okay? And then you get the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The cast shakeup. I feel like this season ain't going to be no better than last season, okay? Because they can't get the cast right. There's so many speculation as to who's going to be in, who's going to be out. The latest is they're saying, allegedly, because we don't know. Bravo has not confirmed this. Somebody else said this. But allegedly, Portia is not going to be on this season. Sheree's supposed to be coming back, and Cynthia will not be here, but everybody else is coming. I don't think, no, LaToya Forever, she's not coming, but Drew Sidora will be back. Marlo is going to be there. Candy, Marlo, Drew, Kenya, and Sheree. That's 5 women. Portia, Cynthia may not be there, or, you know, it's just, at this point, I don't know what they can do. Like, maybe it has ran its course or whatever, because what can the women offer? You know, and I get what people saying about Cynthia don't have a storyline because hers has played out, and, you know, played out in its entirety because she's married and she's not really that much into these drama or whatever. That's fine, but we can actually say that for all of the women on this show, on this particular show in general, okay? Because, Kenya, her whole storyline would be Mark, okay? And we tired of that. We didn't already seen it play out in the blogs. We tired of it. We don't care about it. Go ahead and get the divorce. That's what it can come out to. We know Mark is an asshole. It is what it is. You got your baby. Just focus on that. Candy, what is her drama? We don't want to hear nothing about no baby daddy mess, okay? We don't need to hear nothing about how Riley doing up in school. She flourishing, we know. We don't need to hear nothing else about what, okay? You opening up another business? You gonna talk about them $4 that you charging for ice at your Blaze? What? I don't know, okay? We don't care. What storyline are you gonna flip fish out from that? Are you out there acting? You know, you're doing the next season of The Shy. Hey, what else can we get out of Candy? You know what I'm saying? Who else? Marlo, unless she gonna tell us her business about how her home life is and actually take us inside her home and her everyday, what exactly do we care to hear from Marlo? Okay. Drew Sidora, you rubbed me raw, and I thought I was going to like you because I liked you prior to you getting on the show, but all of that shit that you did towards the end, it just, no, I don't really care. I'm not interested. You're not interested enough. You know your husband was out here doing some foul shit. Bitch, I don't care. Ralph left your ass for, what, 2-3 days and didn't say shit and went down to Florida. Child. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. What else you gonna pull out of that hat? Okay, what you gonna pull out of that hat? Then with Portia was the only one that had a juicy storyline, and that was the whole thing with Simon. Now, unless they gonna let that play out in her reality show spinoff, that would have been good for at least a few ratings, a couple of episodes or whatever. And I guess if she's not on the show, it's probably because she don't want the women to say nothing or to hear what they have to say and the judgment or whatever, because she know that it's not going to be good, because she know that shit was foul. Okay, but I don't know. If they do get people, stop getting these old people that we don't care for and we haven't heard from for a long time. They're not interested no more, okay? I don't care if Phaedra if they come back, I don't care, but I'm not asking for them to come back, all right? Like, get some people that's fresh, meaning that we haven't seen before and that are actually interesting. And if you don't, make the storylines be real enough that they are interesting enough that we can sit here and be like, damn, I want to know more. Okay, because the storylines on some of these shows, we literally see right through it and we see it play out on social media, so we're over it. Maybe social media got something to do with it too, so I don't know. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. What would y'all suggest? Just throw it in the towel? Throw in the towel and let them find something else to do? Okay, but I don't know. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. And I'll get back to y'all later. Girl, go to my other channel because I'm about to go talk about Candyman, okay? But I'll see y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend and stay warm. No, bitch, stay cool because it's already hot as shit outside. I'm trying to cook y'all, okay? What the hell? Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Peace.